suppose I have to wear this thing. Can't shake my head around. It's the only reason I play the cello is to shake my head around. Okay. Yeah, it's very good. What I'm slightly missing is, and it's true, I think in all Chopin, he expresses his emotions through dance very, very often. I mean, of course, a lot of his compositions are dances, mazurkas, polonaises, etc. And there's a scherzo, it's also a dance. And I'm somehow not feeling the pride of the dance. There's such, it's such aristocratic music. It's so, so full of this sort of controlled passion. And somehow I'm not feeling that from you. There were some very good things. The trio section was very nice, but I think it's interesting. This is a piece like the Dvorak Concerto, like the Bach suites. There's a few pieces in the cello repertoire for which we really have to make our own additions because it's so puzzling. It's very difficult to know what he really wanted, but in the fair copy of this sonata, he writes più lento for the trio, which I really take. I think it makes a big difference. I'm very surprised that Henley they mention it in the back, but I think that's a very important point, that you can, if you like, you don't have to, because it wasn't in the first edition, but presumably the fair copy is the most accurate, and it does say più lento. So that's just a thought. But let's begin again. Now, yum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. So one really feels from the moment you start this sort of joyous, well, not really joyous, proud dance. Yeah. The first note, if you go, that's not dancing. Yum. Yeah. But my teacher used to say, a downbeat cannot have more character than its upbeat. And if you go, that to me doesn't have the character of, or, your upbeat seems a little mournful. Yeah, somehow, don't you think that has more? It arrests our attention, which of course he's doing. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm being very fussy, but that's what I'm paid for. You go. Again, I don't feel the dance. Yum. That. Not. Because that's a bit lazy sounding. It doesn't have the character. That. All that. Everything. I mean, we are telling the story, as in all music. We're telling a story. Every note, as if you're an actor, every word has to be something that character would say. Has to make sense of the character. Same here, every note. Yeah, but why? Why the change of tempo? You accelerando, rit. Sorry, I'll keep playing that till I warm up. Yum! Get our attention. Yeah! Yeah, okay. And then a different world. So that's... Yum. It's after, and you're a bit... I think there are many pieces in which forte and piano are quite close to each other. This, I think, is a piece where forte and piano are quite far apart. They're the two different people dancing. Sorry, don't let that first note be lazy. You want to get our attention. You have something to tell us. But don't be a cellist. No. Am I getting it in tune? But you are, completely. But again, it's a proud thing. And listen to the piano. You really, I'm not absolutely convinced you're one yet. But it was good. from the beginning. Yeah, but why are you changing character? Are you suddenly becoming unsure of yourself? Because you shouldn't. Yum. So this is very much a pattern. You're playing it very much like a pattern. But if a composer uses a sequence or repeats himself, there's got to be a reason for it. I mean, you're playing it, shaping it exactly the same. But it is a downward melody, really. So one really thinks it's going somewhere. It's not the same pattern every time, because then it doesn't speak. It has to speak as well as dance. Okay, just that. Yeah, but I hear, you like this? No, that makes two of us. That's good. I mean, remember, I think the main, of course, it's fine to go sometimes, but then it has to change. Otherwise, it's dead. A sequence, you know, it's got to change as it goes down. Although you did, I mean, you did sort of crescendo, but the shape doesn't change. If you go da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum, you can hear it's not interesting. Yeah, da 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 dum, ba da. Ask questions and then reach your answer. It's not the same. Also, I don't know, somewhere there. Yeah, okay. So again, it was good, but why? Don't look down at the cello. It's boring looking down at the cello. You have to wear one of these microphones. You can't. Hate this thing. Is it falling out? Anyway, yeah. Again, I mean, as a general rule, you know, if you look down at the cello, how many hours a day do you practice?
Oh boy. Depends.
Okay, say 3. 3? Okay, 3 times 365. Oh no, 360. You take a few days off. It's 900 and, no, it's 1,000 or whatever. And if you're looking down at your fingerboard the whole time, you're going to get very bored. That's a waste of hours. There's many things to see up there. And somehow if you go, it's not good for us as theatre. It's also not good for you physically because you sort of tighten over the cello. Try always. You know, heroes do not look down at their feet as they kill the dragon. They might miss. They might spear their feet instead, Lully style. Yeah, be free. Yeah, I just have the feeling you're being careful. And this is the dance of a hero who is never careful. So even physically, you know, we want to feel that. Okay, somewhere on there. Yeah. Sorry, you really want to go? Why has he done that now? Why has he bowed it like that? Why hasn't he done? I mean, why hasn't he changed? I think, as I say, it can change through the sequence, but you're doing exactly the same. Okay, what's the spirit? What's the mood of that?
Sorry?
What's the mood?
Maybe inquisitive?
Inquisitive? Is it? I always like the unexpected answer. I asked somebody once something in a Brahms sonata. He said, I think it's sneaky there, which kept me awake all night. Wondering how Brahms could be sneaky in a theme. Inquisitive, questioning. But isn't it heroic? Isn't it?
Yes.
And if you listen to the piano rhythms, I'm surprised you say inquisitive. But I don't want to, dictate. You see what you see in it. But I mean, it seems to me, rhythmically, it's absolutely certain heroic. Okay, and don't look down at it. Okay, don't stop dancing. Nod. Because your bow has to be alive. And somehow if it's like that, it's just a piece of wood with some horsehair on. Yamba. So give your bow fire. I'm sure you go to parties, don't you? So let your bow have, because you're not letting your bow have any fun. I think it's very unfair. I can see it in your face. You're a party animal. Obvious. No, I can't. But your bow should have as much fun as you do, is the point. And it doesn't if it's just stuck to the string. Every note have character. Now, Chalmers. Yeah, okay. And there's two characters in this scherzo sort of fighting with each other. So that. Then that's the different character, isn't it? I mean, that's true of a lot of Chopin. You have the heroic and the tender. So I think my grandfather, I'm certainly not a Chopin specialist. My grandfather was a famous pianist in his day. When he was a little boy, he used to sleep with the music of Chopin under his pillow, because he loved it so much. And I think he loved this. I mean, it is incredibly enticing, this mixture of heroism and melting beauty. Okay. But you sort of melted us quite well, but you didn't. You weren't heroic. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm being very annoying. I know, but that's again, as I say, that's what I'm here for. Your bow must dance even when it's being tender. It's not. It's always, you can hear the dance here. Right, okay, so respond to it. Be a little softer. This is inquisitive. I'd give you inquisitive here. Where are we going? Okay, again, you did change sort of the stress, which I was pleased about. That was nice. But just make sure you're asking the question. You're talking, dancing, singing. Now, you sing in the middle section. Here it's just talking and dancing, really, isn't it? Again, the rhythm, never da-da-da-da-dum, ya-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum. Just there? Yeah, it's just I feel the phrase is stopping. You're going. So it goes through the rest. Make sure you separate the characters, because they really are. It's like two characters in a story, and somehow your Hamlet starts talking like Ophelia, and Ophelia starts talking like Hamlet sometimes. I want the story to be clear, yeah? you know, that's the first subject, the first idea. We want to feel when the first idea, which is heroic, even if it's in piano, it's heroic when it comes back. Just see it sound? Okay. Said that the first idea is always heroic. Of course it isn't there. But that's forte, right? It's strong. Okay, these contrasts are big. You're underdoing them, under-characterizing them. Just here. So it's not. Okay. Don't link the two phrases. Again, as if you're reading a story, if you read through the full stops, we get very confused. You don't want to confuse your audience. You're confused enough already. Inquisitive again. There you are. You really want that? Does it sound like that from the piano rhythms? Sure is. You really are apologizing to the dragon you're about to kill. Don't apologize. This material, but just dance. Yeah, just that. Okay. What does that slide mean? Is that a slide from your finger or from your heart?
Probably more so my finger.
I think so. Careful, I mean, we need slides. We absolutely need slides, but they have to be from the heart. Why does one do a slide at one particular point and not another?
Well, sometimes I would say just personal preference.
Yeah, but why would you prefer to do a slide at one point? I'm not saying everybody should do it at the same place. I'm saying why would you prefer to do a slide at one point than another?
A particular section perhaps is more meaningful, or you feel that it will convey.
Why would you feel it?
Sorry?
Why would you feel it? Why wouldn't you feel? Why would that be meaningless?
I don't know. I think perhaps I would try to sing it and kind of
sing a slide more than we do. I have to. What I'm getting at is that it's to emphasize an expressive interval, and I'm not sure that is. Maybe it is. I would say that's really unexpected. So that's why one slides on a particular place, that an interval needs the emphasis, the extra warmth of a glissando. So that's why I question that. Okay, from here, then we can do the beginning of the trio. Going somewhere. Very nice, but why do you do it? It just says, I mean, what this is doing is melting from the heroic. to another world. But you sort of took us by, you sort of took a shortcut through a side road. Just take us straight there. Melt. Just there. I like the fact you do different bowing, but it still sounds to me. And remember, as I say, I think this is meant to be più lento, but who knows? And then different color, because it's another sequence. There's a huge volume I got. I was very lucky to get it. Somebody gave it to me when I was young by Garland Publishing, which I don't think exists anymore. Chopin's worksheets for the cello sonata. It's very interesting. See all the differences from, and that's the most impressive one. One can also get Franchon, the cellist who first played it. I've also got a photocopy of his part, which also has some very interesting markings. So, you know, it's a piece that's worth researching because there are all these options. I mean, the Henley edition is good, but it's by no means perfect. I mean, don't just because you bought an Urtext edition. I'm praying that the person who's playing the Arpeggione Sonata won't bring the Bärenreiter. That's the worst Urtext edition I've ever seen in my life. I think I counted 72 mistakes, which isn't great when it says it's the Urtext. This is much better. This is okay, but it's worth researching this piece. Anyway, but the tempo is up to you. Is somebody going to stop me? Oh, 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes. Then it's got to be perfect forever. And melt our hearts. And if you slide with conviction, so we know it's from the heart. Not. If you mean a slide, do it. If you don't mean it, don't do it. As I say, I like the different bowing, but the colour isn't different. You go. I don't hear the difference. They have to say different things, otherwise there's no point in a sequence. It's like when a composer repeats a phrase. If you do it at the same time, you know, same way twice, why do it? You know, how are you? How are you? I mean, how are you? How are you? You've got to have a reason for doing things twice. Okay, so different colour. That's better. Yeah, okay. Don't be the ventriloquist who gets taken over by his dummy. That was your bow wanting to go. You would never have sung it like that. So just do. No. That was just a cello thing to do. Don't be a cellist. Be a poet, be a lover, be a hero, be anything, but don't be a cellist. I mean, do be a cellist. Don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you to give up. I must make that clear. I'm telling you to be an artist. Yeah, we better stop. But okay, one last time and move us all to tears, or I'll be disappointed. That's the top of the phrase. Nod. Yeah, don't worry about using very little bow. That's fine. What it has to be is there's a true legato, which is, it's like a water, looks still on the top. Actually, there's a lot of motion underneath. It means the bow speed is constantly changing, and you're constantly shaping with the bow. Okay, so every note with character. Don't let yourself get away with less than that. It's very good. Thank you. No, mine.